Let me thank all of us for gathering in this very historic community.
Yes.
Looking around and just reminding me of some of the books that I've read about the individuals who lived in this area. Not only Frank Lloyd Wright work, but also the fact that Tarzan used to live here.
Well,
Oh yeah.
didn't know that either.
The history of the old man and the sea and
Yes.
Ernest Hemingway and all of the history that is a part. We are here today, though, to not only relive, but to try and develop and etch into a level of permanency related to one of our luminaries who also was a resident, but more importantly, was a real contributor to improving the quality of life for millions of people all over the world.
Yes.
And that, of course, goes down in history. And we're talking about Dr. Percy Julian and his wonderful wife. With us, we have Ms. Faith Julian, the sole remaining family member who is still residing in the home. Village trustee of Oak Park, Chibuka Inya, who has been a real factor in pushing for this moment and pushing for this activity. Of course, our Cook County assessor, Fritz Cagey, who lives right down the street around the corner. And so he too is a resident. But we have the former village president of Oak Park who's still involved as civically and as actively as a resident can be, former village president of Oak Park, David Pope. And of course, I'd like to ask the current president, Vicky Seaman, if she would have some comments to just welcome all of us to this great village, this great city, and this great area. Madam President.
Thank you, Congressman. It's an honor to be here. I've had the opportunity to have several conversations with Faith, and it's been really great to get to know her. She's been a bit of a mentor too, and holding us accountable to what's right here in our community as somebody who really cares deeply about Oak Park as well. So thank you very much, Faith. It's really been an honor. Yeah, and Chibi, for all of your work here, Trustee Chibike Enya, and for trustees. That's right. That's absolutely right. And our village manager, Jackson, I know that this is very close to his heart as well, and the family and all the good that they've done over the years, the example that they set for our young people. It's really fantastic, and this has been a long time coming. Long time coming.
Yes.
So thank you to all the people in the past who have worked to bring this day here. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Your Honor. And as was just indicated, Trustee Inya has been a real force in moving us to this point. I'm pleased to work with him and would like to ask if he would make some comments at this moment.
Thank you so much, Congressman Davis. Thank you, Village President Skaman, former Village President and Mayor Pope. One of the greatest feelings right now is that today is actually happening. I've been kind of holding my breath for a while to make sure that this promise to Faith has been seen through. She has been through hell and high water for a number of years,
Say that.
working so hard to preserve her family's memories, their history, the legacy of the Julian family, not just Dr. Percy Julian, but also Dr. Anna Julian. There is just so much great work that they put into their family that pours out through this community in so many different ways. We have a junior high not too far from here that goes by his namesake, Percy Julian Middle School. And then you also have the high school here in Chicago. So there is just a amazing amount of work that their family did to walk the walk, to survive firebombing at this very house from community members, but to still triumph past that and to see their legacy living through in generations. So for Faith holding on for so long to make sure that scholarships were still being paid to colleges through our own funds. This is just a great moment to honor her parents, their legacy. This means so much to me. Thank you for all of you, from the assessor's office, Kelwin, Fritz Cahey, to hearing and talking to so many different community members. He's not here today, but former trustee Jim Taglia, who continuously fought to make sure that no one forgets the hard work that is going into this and how much she truly cares about her family and making sure that that family's legacy is seen through. So thank you to the community members. There are so many people that are just so deserving of keeping this fight going and keeping it present with all of us trustees. They're not here today, but I know that they all put in an effort of wanting to keep this name preserved in the village. So I want to make sure that we thank you all for all of the hard work. It's not done yet. We still have to make sure that this house gets preserved internally and externally to bring it back to its luster and what made it so great. But we still have Faith with us, and that's the life and the blood that still beats through this community. So thank you all so much, but thank you more, Faith.
All right. Well, thank you. Thank you. One other person, he doesn't have much to do with Washington legislation and all, but he does know the value of real estate. As a matter of fact, he's our Cook County assessor who lives in the immediate neighborhood, and I wouldn't leave his neighborhood without asking Fritz Cagey if he'd have a comment.
Well, thank you, Congressman Davis. Thank you for your leadership and dedication on driving through this work that we all have worked so hard to make happen. I just wanted to salute Trustee Enya, Village President Skaman, so many other leaders here today, and of course salute Faith for the work and bringing our attention to how we can salute the work of Percy Julian. I just wanted to tell a brief story. My father-in-law was a senior chemist at Upjohn. And when my wife went to teach at Percy Julian, he said to her, "Is that the Percy Julian, the same Percy Julian who figured out how to synthesize cortisone and insulin and so many other drugs? He was amazing." That's how my father-in-law, the chemist, knew him. We should be saluting and recognizing the amazing innovation that sprung forth from our citizens and leaders here, and Percy Julian really represents the very best of that, who meant so much difference to tens of millions around the world through his innovation and deep thought. So happy here to help and salute the leadership of everyone who's helped to make this happen here today.
Well, thank you very much. And
Camille Lilly, our state representative, is not here physically because she's in Springfield, and I do want the community to know that.
I will let Camille know that we made sure and that you made sure that the community is aware of her continuous engagement and involvement in everything that goes on in the 78th, I think it was, but now 7th district. Well, thank you all again. And as we gather here today, during this significant month dedicated to celebrating the rich tapestry of Black history, I'm honored to stand before you to announce a momentous legislative initiative. Today we embark on a journey to honor not just one, but two remarkable individuals whose contributions have left an indelible mark on the annals of American and world history. Dr. Percy L. Julian, a luminary in the world of science, and his wife Anna Julian, a trailblazer in her own right, both played pivotal roles in shaping our society and advancing the cause of equality and justice. From their home in Oak Park, Illinois, they embarked on a journey of discovery and activism that continues to inspire generations to this day. Dr. Percy Julian's groundbreaking work in organic chemistry revolutionized the field and paved the way for countless scientific advancements. His wife, Anna Julian, stood by his side as a partner and advocate, fighting tirelessly for civil rights and social justice. Today, I am proud to introduce legislation that will designate the home of Dr. Percy L. Julian and Anna Julian as a National Historic Site. This designation not only honors their remarkable achievements, but also serves as a beacon of hope and inspiration for future generations. In preserving their home as a place of historical significance, we ensure that the legacies of Dr. Percy L. Julian and Anna Julian will endure for generations to come. Their contributions to science, civil rights, and the pursuit of equality serve as a reminder of the power of perseverance and the importance of standing up for what is right. And what is right will always ultimately prevail. So we thank you, Dr. Percy L. Julian, and we thank you for what you and your family have meant indeed, not only to the Oak Park community, not only to the Chicago area community, not only to the state of Illinois, but the nation of nations throughout the world. Thank you. Thank you all for coming. And if any members of the press have any question or inquiry, I would be glad to respond. If not, we are introducing on this day, and the wheels will begin to turn to try and make this a reality. We thank you for your graciousness and for being out here with us, and we'll make it happen.
Well, thank you. Can I say thank you?
Yes, by all means.
I want to say, if I can get up there.
Watch that wheel.
Yeah.
Now I think we got you.
No, it's not balanced. Wait a second. I have to just get this thing. All right. Yeah, I want to say thank you. First, I want to say thank you to Congressman Davis. I want to say thank you to Mayor Skamen, President Skamen, to Chibukianye, Trustee Anye, to Fritz Kagi, to everybody that has helped to pull this together. And it is, I am just overwhelmed because it's such a blessing. I'm so grateful. I'm so terribly grateful. My dad, he loved this house. He really loved this house. And my mother, she thought, well, maybe we should downsize and move to someplace smaller. But my dad never wanted to leave. He loved his home and he loved the land. I was saying to Congressman Davis that when they enter the bill, I hope they will include the land because the land is on a separate, it has a separate PIN number and a separate tax at 500 Chicago Avenue. But when my father bought this house, I think all of this land after the front gate was forest, and he cut down all the trees and decided to landscape it and make it all 1 yard because he wanted to plant. He at one time planted 10,000 tulips by himself. He was a farmer at heart. You know, he grew up picking cotton down south with his grandpa. And anyway, and then he put lilac bushes on the front at the front gate. But he just he loved the land. He loved the house. And so this is really, to me, this is like a gift to him. And I'm just so grateful. And I thank you all for coming. And I know it'll pass. I hope it'll pass. So that's my prayer. That's my prayer that it'll pass. Congress, thank you. Thank you.
And the faith community is praying with you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Now, I didn't know that he actually picked cotton.
He grew up in Montgomery, Alabama. He grew up in Montgomery, Alabama. Yes, he did.
As one who has picked cotton, I know what that's like.
Yeah.
I also want to thank my chief of staff and communications director. She does both things, Tiama Romero,
Thank
for
you.
putting it together and bringing it here. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Yeah, Dr. Purcell's really in the cotton picker.
Well, he did.
Terrific. Yeah, well,
Yeah, I did too.
Really? Where were you born?
Arkansas.